Rapper NBA Youngboy is out of the Cache County Jail on a $100,000 bond.
They say the rap game isn't for the weak, but for NBA Youngboy, it's never just been about music. It's been survived street beefs, deadly feuds, betrayal, shootouts, and enemies hiding in plain sight. Youngboy has faced it all. But somehow, while others around him fell victim to the streets or landed behind bars, he kept rising. Not because he was lucky, but because he was calculated, strategic, ruthless when he had to be. This is the story of how NBA Youngboy destroyed his enemies and stayed alive in a game where survival is never promised. Before we dive into this video, make sure to leave a like. And if you like deep dives into rap culture, untold stories, and the real truth behind the lyrics, make sure to hit that subscribe button for all future content. Let's get it. Number 1. The Baton Rouge War Zone. It starts in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, where Youngboy grew up surrounded by crime, poverty, and violence. At just 17, he was already wrapped up in local beefs with other crews in the city. The biggest rivalry? Youngboy's NBA crew versus TBG, the Top Boy Gorillas, led by fellow Baton Rouge rapper Fredo Gang and formerly G Money. This wasn't just rap dissing, this was bloodshed. G Money was shot and killed in 2017, shortly after dissing Youngboy in a Vlad TV interview. The streets whispered what couldn't be said out loud. Was Youngboy behind it? He never confirmed it, but in his lyrics, he hinted at vengeance, betrayal, and watching his enemies fall. Youngboy didn't just rap about the streets, he lived them. Number 2. The G Money Fallout. G Money and Youngboy were once cool, but it all crumbled after rumors swirled that G slept with Youngboy's sister. Tension grew, and soon they were trading threats and songs. G Money dropped Industry, where he took direct shots at Youngboy. Days later, he was murdered outside a studio in Baton Rouge. Authorities never charged Youngboy, but his music spoke volume. In Poor One, he said, "I hear they want me dead, like G Money, but I'm steady moving." The message was clear. He heard the noise, he knew the stakes, and he wasn't slowing down. Number 3. Fredo Bang versus NBA Youngboy. After G Money's death, Fredo Bang stepped in to carry the TBG torch, and things only got uglier. Diss tracks flew back and forth. Fredo would throw subliminals, and Youngboy would fire back with venom. In 2020, things boiled over when Fredo mentioned Youngboy's baby mamas in a song. YB responded on Instagram Live with one of his most iconic and unfiltered rants, threatening Fredo and anyone standing next to him. Shortly after, Youngboy dropped Dead Trolls, a track full of aggression and threats that many believed was aimed squarely at Fredo Bang and his affiliates. The beef was personal, raw, and dangerous. Number 4. Quando Rondo and the King Von Fallout. This is where things turned deadly, and the whole industry took notice. Quando Rondo, signed to Youngboy's Never Broke Again label, was beefing with King Von on OTF, Lil Durk's crew. On November 6, 2020, that beef exploded outside an Atlanta hookah lounge when Von and his crew ran into Quando. What followed was a violent brawl, and Von was shot and killed by Quando's affiliate, Lil Tim. Though Youngboy wasn't present, the streets immediately drew connections, especially when he dropped the song End. When he rapped, "Leave him dead, that's on my son. He know he ain't stepping on nothing." Durk and Youngboy's crew started trading diss tracks. The war between OTF and NBA escalated, and fans feared someone else would end up dead. But Youngboy, he never stopped moving. He dropped project after project, seeking betrayal, bloodshed, and survival without directly naming names, playing the long game. Number 5. Beating the feds. Youngboy's enemies weren't just in the streets, they were in the courtroom too. In 2021, he was arrested by the FBI in a case dubbed Operation Never Free Again. The feds had been building a case, trying to pin gun charges on him from a 2020 music video in Baton Rouge. But Youngboy's lawyers were relentless. After spending months on house arrest, he beat the federal case in July 2022, walking free once again. And in true IB fashion, he immediately dropped music. One track, I Know, had him rapping, "Told the judge they got me boxed in, but they don't know I'm too slick." Surviving the feds? That's a win few rappers can claim. Number 6. The Industry versus NBA Youngboy. Youngboy has always stood alone. Unlike many rappers, he refuses to play industry games. He rarely collaborates, he doesn't attend award shows, and he's taken shots at big names like Drake and Lil Baby for allegedly choosing sides. In I Hate Youngboy, he aired out everybody, calling out Dirk, India, Apple Music, Boozy, and even Gucci Mane. Nobody was safe. And while others tried to cancel him, Youngboy's fanbase only grew stronger. He charted #1 on Billboard multiple times, all while under house arrest, without industry backing. That's not just surviving, that's dominating. Number 7. Outsmarting death. In the rap game, one wrong move can cost your life, but Youngboy has always stayed one step ahead. Whether it's relocating to Utah under court order, limiting his public appearances, or using cryptic messages in his music, he keeps his circle tight and his enemies guessing. In interviews, even former ops admit Youngboy plays chess, not checkers. Number 8. Message to his ops. In No Switch, Youngboy rapped, "Better ask your last boy, he couldn't make it out." He's never been shy about letting people know he's watching, he's calculating, and he's ready to move if needed. Every diss is a warning shot. Every track is layered with real-life threats, experiences, and scars. Number 9. Mental battles in isolation. What many don't talk about is the psychological warfare Youngboy faces. Fame, betrayal, fatherhood, legal pressure, and paranoia. It's a heavy load. He's admitted to feeling numbed, even battling depression. But instead of breaking, he channels it all into music. His pain becomes power. His trauma becomes storytelling. And that's why fans stay glued to every word. Number 10. Still standing. Today, NBA Youngboy remains one of the most streamed artists in the world. He's survived rap beefs, federal indictments, betrayals, and even industry blackballing. While many of his enemies have gone silent, he's still standing, stronger than ever. And the message is clear: cross NBA Youngboy, and you better be ready for the consequences. Because in this world, it's destroy or be destroyed. And with that, we end today's video. What do you think about NBA Youngboy's rise, and how he handled his enemies? Do you think he made the right moves, or just got lucky? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We want to hear what you think. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and stay locked in for more stories just like this. See you in the next one.